30-second?
Yes, and then you just press there when you're ready to go.
Okay.
Welcome. You are going to start by giving us a little background.
Of course. I'm basically talking to the Hershey Company Board of Directors, assume now as an employee, when we're talking about the issue, the controversy surrounding the use of child labor and child slavery in West Africa in the production of cocoa beans and the harvesting of cocoa beans. And Hershey's refusal to act on this in the past and problems that the company has had with public image as a result of that. And so that's the basis for the presentation.
Okay, excellent.
Ready?
Go.
Okay. I didn't start.
That's all right.
Okay, that doesn't matter. First of all, I'd like to thank the Hershey Company for hiring me for the Ethics Committee, and I'm going to devote this entire time to discussing the importance of ethics in this case and the problems associated with this issue. So first, from a social contract perspective, there are a variety of issues and laws which are being violated by the Hershey Company in this case. First of all, laws in the United States, laws internationally by agreements, and laws locally in West Africa, which Hershey is violating. This is both dishonest and illegal. I think the next important section is utility. What's the best solution for everybody involved? Not just the profits of the company, but everybody all the way down to the bottom, the growers. And so in this case, the human rights being violated in this situation through the use of slavery and illegal child labor can never be outweighed by making more profits. We have to make sure that human rights are the central condition to be met in this case before anything else. And finally, the golden rule. How do we want others to treat us? And in this case, I'm sure that none of you on the board, none of you would accept these kinds of conditions for your children, or children that you know, or children in this country. So if we can't accept them here, what's the justification for allowing it to go on in other places, just because they're less economically developed? So, in order to solve this issue, we have to have a strict and quick solution to this problem, and to make sure that it never goes on in the future, and by doing that, we'll be a stronger and more ethical company. Thank you.
Next up, we have Montgomery. Cool. And just something if you would.
No problem. Use a stable or
You can do anything you want. Do you want to take your minute? Give us some background?
Sure. I'll be talking to the rest of the managing directors on the Redskins football team, and yeah, that's pretty much all we need to know.
Okay, we are managers of the Washington Redskins.
Absolutely.
And you can begin. Good luck.
Okay. All right. Hello all, I'm glad you're here because I think we need to bring up a very striking issue that is starting to threaten our company, and that's within our ethics. And it's something that hasn't been given a whole lot of attention, but it's starting to become a problem for our business. And that problem is the fact that our current name and logo is offensive, it's insulting and derogatory toward Native American culture and heritage. And while yes, this is a problem in the news and it's a controversial topic, I believe that it's worth a lot more attention than we're giving it, because this is actually referring to a term that is that refers to the scalps of Native Americans back in the 1850s. That's what it meant, and people are speaking out against this. This has significant cultural implications, bigger than we know. It's actually affecting our finances too. We've experienced a 43% drop in sales as a result of this, and it's affecting us in ways that we're just now starting to see. It's a very unethical issue. People are speaking out against it. 83% of Americans today would not feel comfortable calling a Native American Redskin, and it means a lot more than I think we realize. So I think it's time to consider a change, not just a change in the name, but a rebranding of the team. We want to involve our fans through this rebrand process, because through our fans, we can help create an ethical atmosphere for new potential fans. Because currently, we're repelling away our fan base now, our customer now, and we have the opportunity to welcome them in with a new symbol. So give them an ethical symbol that they can stand for today.
Thank you. Okay. Very good, thank you. And we are finishing up with West Virginia U today.
You don't have to take any
Second, if you would.
Okay, Okay, so I'll just do,
You just hang on just a second for me. And that's my fault because I can't always listen.
no, you're okay. I don't want a timer facing me if that's...
You don't? Oh,
I don't.
makes it all that much easier. Take your minute and tell us who we are.
Okay, well, personally, I am Taylor Vanscoy. I'm representing West Virginia University today, and I will be here as an employee of Hewlett-Packard in making the decision of whether to enter into the 3D printing market.
Thank you, and begin.
First of all, I would like to say that I fully agree in entering into this emerging market, but am I the only person who can see the ethical issues at hand? There are two main issues that we have yet to even touch on. One, what about some of the dangerous items that this technology could create? I recently saw on the news where FedEx is refusing to ship a 3D printer because it can make guns. Now, plastic guns shoot real bullets, and don't get me wrong, this is not about gun ownership or the Second Amendment. This is about the safety of plastic guns in relation to the safety of metal guns. Plastic guns can fire up to 5 rounds, and they have a tendency to explode or backfire in the user's hand. The plastic makeup cannot withstand the same pressure that a metal gun can, and these plastic guns are not only unsafe for society, but the user as well. In accordance with our ethics statement, we have an obligation to use our scale and our influence to encourage ethical behavior in society. And second, what are we doing about intellectual property? Who owns the final product? Is it the person who designs the product? Is it the person who creates the computer-aided design file? Or is it the person who prints the product and possesses the final product? Or are we even at liberty to decide this? And I'm not talking about this from a legal standpoint. I'm saying this has the potential to open a can of worms on the philosophy and the morality of what true ownership really means. Now, HP, we are professionals at making printers, so of course, it is a great idea for us to get into this market. I just think there are questions we need to address before we manufacture and sell printers for the protection of our customers, our image, and our brand.
Okay.